What's going on, people? It's GadgetsBoy. Welcome to another video. Now, this video is kind of different. It's not your usual review or feature video or talking about cars or anything like that. But this one's literally going to show you guys behind the scenes of my studio setup. So it's literally a tour slash my setup and my desk and all that kind of stuff. So you guys can see what I use in here and just basically what makes my YouTube videos, what makes them happen. And what most people probably don't know is, as well as making YouTube videos and stuff, that I'm also a photographer and a video maker. So I also bring people in here to do photography work, which I'll show you guys my backdrop and all that kind of stuff, the setup that goes on in here. But before I do that though, if this is your first time around here, if you like videos about tech, whether it's cars, phones, laptops, headphones, you name it, please do subscribe, because that's the sort of video that you're going to be seeing on this channel. And make sure you watch other videos as well that's on the channel already. You might find one that's useful to you. Yes, let's get on with it. Right, welcome to the studio. And what you notice is the way that I've set the studio up here is sort of like a relaxation area over there to the right, which has got the sofa and sort of like a homely environment. So if I'm trying to relax, that's where that goes. And then you look up to the far end where the photography section is. So if someone comes in here to do some photography work, this is where I do all my photography work, and you can see the lighting's on at the minute. We'll go through that. I'll switch it off in a second as well. And then got the monitor area, which is the workstation, which is where all the editing gets done, all that kind of stuff, and also like voiceover, all that stuff. And then moving on to further left, you see that I've got the storage for my equipment. So in that big cabinet is where I'd put my camera equipment, so lenses and stuff. And then I've also got all the phones that I've been sent for reviews as well. So the ones that haven't been sent back yet, or the ones that I've bought, they're all sat in that area. If we then go to behind me, we then have the TV, which is where I'd normally do my gaming. So you got the Xbox Series S sitting there. I've also got a PS5 sitting behind the TV, which I haven't connected up here. You got Oculus VR headset there, Sonos soundbar, and that's a Samsung Curve TV. I think it's like a QC55 or something like that. And then underneath it is like a little storage area. So that pink box there is where my snacks sit, so like crisps and all that kind of stuff. And then there's a guitar, which I tried learning the first pandemic lockdown time, and I didn't end up finishing the learning session, but I still know a bit about playing the guitar. And then behind is all the storage stuff. So this is where all my boxes and just random stuff that I need to quickly pick up. That's where they go. So you can see the car mounts there as well, some boxes of headphones and all that stuff. One thing you notice as well is I've also got this like little things around here. So like we got the iPhone 4S from Grid Studio and a little ambition thing that I look like mantra that I always like to read. And then I've got the Game Boy one as well, so Game Boy Pocket, and the next is a PSP 1000. Shout out if you know about these game consoles. Those were the OG portable gaming consoles. I wish the PSP still exists till today, actually. And there's a little thing there, just a little motivation. I know people say that's impossible, but it's just motivation. It's possible to still get close. You know what they say, reach for the sky and all that stuff. And then here we got this MSI little mascot, which was sent to me by PC Centric. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description area. MSI sent it to him. He didn't have space to put it where to put it, so I said I'd have it. So here we are. He sent it to me, which is pretty cool. And then before I get onto the desk area and what that's all about, which is pretty cool, I've got the lighting. So starting from this side, I've got this Rotolight Pro 2, Nova Pro 2, which I kind of use to light up backgrounds of stuff, or when I do photography. Also supports flash as well, so speed light. And then I've got the SL200 Godox over there, which has got the umbrella on top of it, so helps me light things up, and diffuser on there as well to kind of diffuse things so it's not too bright. My tripod's there. I've got two of those, one that sits here all the time in the studio, and then the other one is one that I carry around with me or would sit at home in case I need to leave home to go somewhere to film stuff. And then down here, I've got more lighting down there, which is a LCL 60 watts, is a lot, not as bright as the other ones. And then this is like a studio sort of like stall. I sit on this sometimes to do stuff, or people might come in here and do some portraiture. That's cool as well. And then there's a soundproofing board just behind the backdrops, the colorama. And then this bright light here, I won't blind you guys. There's another SL200 watt Godox there with a sort of lantern bulb thing over it, so that the light kind of spreads evenly everywhere, which is pretty cool. And then yeah, so we've got the colorama there, which is really nice. And what I've done with that is I've rigged it up with this like thing on the corner, which allows me to sort of pull it down, up and down. So if I ever need to adjust it, I've got three on there. So I've got white and this like yellow, custard yellow, and there's a gray behind it, if you can just notice it just behind there. And then also, I forgot to mention, apart from the sofa, if you go on top of the sofa, we've got the artwork by Phil. I'll leave links to his Instagram page. Do check him out. Really cool artwork. Really love it. And then there's this lamp that it's the first time I bought something from Instagram ads that popped up, and that's the result of it. And you see that in a lot of my videos. And then below that, you've got the Amazon Echo Studio, which is pretty cool. I use that for music sometimes if I've got people around to have a little pre-drinks. You know how it goes. And then there's this foldable table, which I really like. I got it from Amazon. And what's pretty cool is I can use that for hands-on stuff, like unboxing stuff. I can put stuff like flat lays. And with that, I can easily fold it away when I'm not using it. And when I need to use it, I just pop it back right over there, unfold it, do what I need to do, fold it back up when I'm done. I've got 3 bars if you go up here. There's this 3 Manfrotto auto pole, I think they're called. And they just stretch across the studio, as you can see. So on that one, I've got the microphone, which I think is the MKE416 maybe, is hanging on right there, and it's like adjustable, so I can lift it up and down. When I'm done with it, I can just fold it away. And when I need to use it again, I just fold it down like it is now, and I just sit on that chair right there. So this is the chair that you guys would see all the time when I film videos. It's the Noble chair, and that's the Mercedes F1 Team Edition. And I usually face that way, camera facing that way, and then that's my backdrop that you guys would see in my videos. And yeah, so those auto poles are really cool. It's also got the soundproofing boards just sliding across it. And the reason because I can't really do much modification to this squared box. So I've kind of just made do with the soundproofing, and it works really well. So moving on to the workstation, this is where the magic happens. I've got this Flexi Spot standing desk, which I love. I've got one at home as well. And the one I've got at home is a black tabletop finishing, but this one I've gone with the sort of maple wood, I think it is. But I'll leave links to that in the description area so you can get the actual surface name and dimension, all that stuff. But it's quite wide enough, and I've got groove made shelf in there to raise, like risers to raise my monitors, and there's a tray as that down there as well. But let's just go from the left to right. So we've got my speakers, so we've got the KRK's monitors, which are great for, you know, sound reproduction and making sure that audio sounds really good. On top of that one is the AirPods Max, which I sometimes wear to edit videos. And then underneath my monitors, the Samsung monitors, you got the server area. So those 2 there are really great for storing all my content. So videos, I think there's about 50 terabyte worth of storage there, which I use to store all my content, whether it's raw videos, photography, YouTube exports, etc. So it's always good to go back to files if you ever need them. And then underneath that is my sound stuff. So Mix Pre 3. Mix Pre 3 allows me to record from different audio source like XLR. I can even record from USB-C, I think. It also works with an app as well, and you can see the monitor in there as well, so you can see sort of when you're recording, you can see the sound signature going on, which is pretty cool. And then you've got this notepad thing that I bought. Again, I'll leave links to where I got it from. And it just allows me to see my day-to-day, so that I put my to-do list on that, and I can adjust it accordingly. So I can prop it up, for example, all 8 flat, and just collapse it when I'm not using it. And then moving on, next to it is my keyboard, so Apple keyboard. Again, I've got this groove made thing going on here. Before that, actually, this felted wool felt material here, which is pretty nice and soft and comfortable, is also from Groove Made. Fits the table perfectly as well with the size. And you can see this wooden finish on it, which is pretty nice. And then you got the palm rest just below it. I really like it. It's one of my favorite things there. And then the mouse pad for it as well, which is same again, Groove Made. And then you got the MX Master, the latest one from Logitech. One of my favorite mouse, probably the best out there. And then you got the trackpad from Apple as well. I basically use this for editing videos to like zoom in and out of tracks and stuff. It becomes very handy. And then I've got my phone stand, which supports the wireless charging on the iPhone 12 Pro. It's from Groove Made as well. It's pretty hefty and weighty, so sometimes I even use it as a phone stand just generally, and it just attaches like so, and it's pretty quick enough as well. If you look underneath the Groove Made riser, you will see that I've got some equipment there as well. So I've got the M1 Mac over there, Mac Mini, and then there's my storage drive, which is a Tom X, which goes in my Ninja V monitor, which I'm recording on right now. I've got the maximum that you can get with the M1 Mac Mini. Next to is my card readers and more ports. As you know, there's not enough ports available in the M1 Mac Mini. Moving on, you've got Focusrite Scarlett 212, which I connect my monitors to, and I can also do some podcasting connection with it and stuff like that. But I haven't really maximized what that's capable of. So it can do a lot more than I use it for. And then moving on to the right, you've got the GrooveMade tray. Again, here's just got some devices. I think that's a OnePlus 9, not the Pro. And then just a quick tray to put like memory cards and different tools and stuff that I might need, and hard, you know, SSD stuff, external drives, all in there. Got the shitty, excuse my language, Apple wireless battery thingy. It's one of the worst devices, products Apple's ever made. But yeah, there's a video on that on my channel about that. And then you notice this controller here, so that's for the light bars. That's right above my monitors, which allows me to use it. Sometimes I stay in the studio till like late time at night time, so that's what I use that for. I can adjust the temperature, I can adjust the color temperature, I can adjust the brightness. I got two, so one on each monitor, and the controller is pretty smooth. And you can also even use it to, it can sort of judge the room sort of brightness, and it can adjust accordingly as well, which is pretty cool. And then on here I've got Monogram, which Ultra Links earlier recommended, and it's pretty cool. I just link it up to Final Cut Pro, and I can then use this to, I can basically adjust all these buttons, attach these buttons to different things. So I use this to quickly go through my tracks, for example, use this to cut, and I just set different things up. And then there's quick like saturation, brightness, contrast adjustment when I'm doing color balance and stuff, especially for videos. And it's also modular as well, and you can easily just detach this if you're not using it and attach it back when you need to use it. So you can just adjust it accordingly. This little cat here, just like AirPods Pro holder, which you guys would have seen on my Instagram page, and then Apple Card reader there. And then my Samsung ultra wide screen monitors, which are super wide. I've got two of them, so it gives me this nice curvature, so I feel immersed just sitting in there as well. Up top, I've got my Razer webcam. I love the cap on it, so you can remove it and attach it, so when you're not using it, you can just cover it for privacy. And then I've got the Shure microphone up there for podcasting and also voiceovers. I also use it for Zoom calls sometimes as well, and it's got that nice arm on it. I can't remember what brand the arm is. It might be Rode or something. But yeah, the boom arm is pretty cool. Keeps it nice and secure and safe on there. Lastly, my favorite thing in the house is basically this standing desk here, which is pretty big. Again, I'll leave the dimension for that in the description and the link to it as well. And they've got an offer on at the moment, actually. So if you guys are interested in a standing desk, go check it out. It's got these strong legs, which it's incredible. I can actually sit on this and it will lift me up. But what's pretty cool is on the left here, sorry, on the right side, you've got the controller. So you've got the SanDisk controller, SanoDesk, sorry. And you can go up and down. You've got memory settings, or you can lock it so no one can accidentally touch it and go up and down. You can store different settings in 1 and 2, or you can quickly link standing up and sitting down on there. So what I've done is use the standing up and sitting down. So pressing that, for example, at first, it will show you what the current height, and then you can press it again and it'll start rising. Same as sitting down, you tap it once and then tap it again and it'll start go lower to sit down. And it's nice and comfortable, especially doing work all day. It's nice to stand up to exercise, not necessarily exercise, but keep the blood flowing in the legs. So you're not always sitting down at my desk. I'm not always sitting at my desk all day long. But that's pretty much it for the studio. It's not a lot, it's not massive, but it's enough space for me to get work done, edit content, have people over if I need to sit down and stuff and have a chat, have meetings in here. Enough storage for all my equipment. It's a nice and secure space as well. Got, you know, mail room, car park, free car park space, all that stuff. So that's pretty much the GadgetsBoy studio. Yeah. So that's it for the studio tour. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if there's anything in particular that you've seen in a video that you guys want a bit more video on or more details on or anything, you can always hit me up on Twitter at GadgetsBoy, or just drop a comment below and I'll do my best to answer those questions. But yeah, let me also know what you've enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one. Peace.